Why do my nostrils whisper to me?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and here is me, Ev. That was a strange intro. It's just standing here with my floor made out of solid iron blocks and one sole dropper in the middle. And you probably saw the title and the thumbnail of this video, but still, anyways, I'm gonna pretend like you don't know what's going on. So, not hopper, this is a dropper, you see, because I'm a big brain. So inside this hopper, you have 9 items. There's always only 9 slots inside of a dropper. And of course, your diamond hose, you need them so frequently that you're gonna run out of them almost all the time. So, what you need, so you're going out for farming, you walk over the pressure plate, and you get your trusty diamond hoe. And now, there's only 8 left. But what if there wasn't only 8 left? What if you wanted your diamond hose to replenish inside the dropper infinitely? And no, I know I'm famous for my super awesome editing skills, but that was not editing. It's this contraption that I designed right down here. So, here's how this works. You have your dropper up here that has all of your stuff in it, and when you power it, the dropper fires, therefore giving you your thing. And something that was added into the game previously, it's called a dropper tower. It means that a dropper, when fired into another dropper, or really just anything else, puts it into its inventory rather than just into the thing. So what we have here is when you walk over the pressure plate, this dropper fires, causing you to get the hoe in the first place. Then under here, we have a piston being bud powered, which pushes this observer, therefore powering this dropper. Therefore, then this observer detects the change, and it powers this bottom dropper, which drops its item into the top one, therefore replenishing it. And this is all flush with the ground. And if you want more stuff, you can run an input on any side into these droppers of hoppers underneath the ground, and you can just like extend them if like back into a wall. And like if your wall was here, you can put your chest back there. So, ooh, diamond hose. So this video would be really short if I were just to oh, and also this little redstone clock is here to update this to update this piston, because when being bud powered, pistons don't fire until updated. So this wouldn't be like a cool video if it were just me showing you this redstone contraption. So let's break into the bulk of how to build this. Wow, that's a lot of hose. So the first thing you're going to want is, in your floor, you're going to want your dropper facing upwards, and you're going to want, you can really just put whatever you want in here. That only fires 1. And then your pressure plate on top. I'm just using a heavy weighted one because it goes with the floor. Alright, nice. So next what you're going to do is you're going to go down, and you're going to put a dropper facing up into this other dropper. So then, as I explained before, the dropper fires, therefore putting its item into the other dropper. Easy sauce. So now what we have to do is we have to make it so that when you walk over here and you get your item, this dropper powers, therefore therefore replenishing that dropper's inventory. So what I did was I have a piston that gets bud powered, which means that the block above the block so if this block were to get powered, that would be powered in the next update. yeah, I don't know what I had in my inventory there. So what happens now is you can put in this little system here, which basically makes it so that when this gets powered, pushes this across, powers this detects it and powers that. It's like the cycle. And now all we need to do is take we need to make sure that this piston actually gets powered, because like I said, one bud powering a piston, the only way for it to really get powered is for a block update to occur. So I found that the smallest way to fit it in there would be to put a comparator facing outwards, and then just a small hopper clock. You can put anything in it. I put a diamond sword because, you know, that's pretty cool. And whenever this comparator detects the sword, it creates an update, which this piston can detect, and therefore every time it gets pushed. So now what if you want this one to be replenishing too? Well, you see, you don't really need this whole system because this one's under the floor anyways. So you can just run a hopper into it, and like if you have your wall up here and nobody will be able to see it, you just take a chest, pop it down with all your diamond hose and other important stuff in it. Yep, and this tutorial was super necessary for anyone who needed to know how to make a flush with the floor dispenser that automatically replenishes. This also works with, what does this work with? It also works with dispensers, because that's another solid object that can have an inventory. However, it will not work with chests because those are not solid, and they will not work with hoppers because those aren't solid either. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial. This was just because I had recorded something else with sword, but OBS somehow messed up that recording and I have no clue what happened. It just, none of the video worked. It was all just this the entire time. Just this screen is annoying. So hopefully this makes up for the fact that that video got cancelled, but you know, now we're in the black screen because my original outro to that video was absolutely terrible and Sword is trying to call me. So let's just get an outro. Thanks for getting Why Do My Nostrils Whisper to Me to over 200 views and over an hour of view time. That was very good. And I'll see everyone next time. Hope this helped.